Why, hello. Welcome to the stream. So nice of you to be here. How are you today? How is life treating you on this fine day? How's your weather? That might seem like a really boring question, but it seems like weather's kind of a hot topic right now because things are a little wacky in the Midwest. My mom was telling me it was like 70 degrees one day and then like 26 degrees the next and snowing. Me, I got some beautiful weather here in Oregon. It's actually hot today. It's like warm. Bro, welcome to the stream. So glad to have you here. The weather, it's hot today. That's not too shocking. I guess where you're from. Yeah, no, it's warm here. Warmer than it has been. Not that it's been cold. We always have nice weather in March in Oregon, but it like started out cool this morning and then like it got kind of hot. I'm buried in a foot of snow. Ah, so you're trapped in one of those areas. What's up, SK Undertone? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. What's up, Preston? Nice of you to join us. How are you? How's your weather? We're talking about weather today. We've reached the bottom of the barrel of conversation topics. I brought up the weather. What's up, Green? It's not awful. It's becoming bearable, which is nice. That's good. That's good. Ohio weather. Well, okay, here's what I know. Michigan weather is like cold and snowy right now. So do you have that too? I'm just going to... it's a lovely day here. It was like high 70s, windy, beautiful weather here in Oregon. Very nice. It was 70 a few days ago, and it snowed yesterday. Well, welcome everyone. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to everybody in the chat, and welcome to the million other viewers who are just lurking quietly, of which I know there are a million at least. I've got a loaf of bread in the oven that I'm going to pull out in about 15 minutes, just as an FYI. Are you going to play the new Starfield stuff? I love your videos on it. Well, I'm so glad you do, because I'm going to be releasing a new video on the first Starfield DLC, Shattered Space, very soon, hopefully before the update and new DLC comes out. It's going to be tough to get it out that quickly, but I'm going to do my best. And yes, I will play the new Starfield stuff. Absolutely, I will. I have no faith in Bethesda. I have like they're making this new update look very pretty and very impressive, but Bethesda's very good at marketing, and I feel like they're making it out to be a bigger deal than it is. Like when you actually look through the like list of what the update is actually doing, it seems like it's probably not going to be that big of a deal, but they're acting like it's their Cyberpunk 2.0. And I don't think it's their Cyberpunk 2.0. I think it's probably Starfield 1.4, where Shattered Space was like 1.2. So I'm doing my best not to fall for the Bethesda marketing thing, especially after having played Shattered Space recently and seeing how little they've done with that. I have very little faith in them magically turning around the game. But maybe they can at least get Starfield to a point that it can just be some dumb fun. Because right now it doesn't even fulfill that niche. It's not even dumb fun. Like, it's just kind of boring. But maybe they can get it to a point that it's dumb fun like their other games. I'd say it's Starfield 1.0 Lamau. That's fair. You know what? That's fair. Starfield launch was like Starfield 0.8. Shattered Space 0.9. Now we're up to Starfield 0.1. Sorry, Starfield 1.0. Not 0.1. I'm not that mean. I could go on a 10-hour TED talk about all the failures of Bethesda since 2011. TBH, talking to Max is probably my main plug for modern gaming and news. It's been announced fairly recently, but yet Crimson Desert was not announced fairly recently. Crimson Desert has been in development for like 5 years, I think. I added it to my wish list. I only know this because I saw it just the other day. I added it to my wish list at the end of 2023. It is a very hyped game. Very, very hyped. And It's because they're marketing it as like this everything game where you can kind of just, you can ride dragons, you can ride a mech, you can battle enemies. There's a massive open world with sky islands and you can fly. It feels like it's probably like feature creep, but I am very interested in playing it. I've liked the stream, my life is fulfilled. That's right, liking the stream brings you greater life contentment and fulfillment. It makes everyone happy, myself and you. Like pre-COVID. When did Crimson Desert first get announced? So Green, Crimson Desert is like a single player offshoot of Black Desert. It was originally going to be, was it going to be a new MMO in the Black Desert universe, or was it going to be like an expansion? I can't remember, but whatever it was, it transformed into a single player thing at some point. Crimson Desert announcement date. It was announced in 2019. Conceived as a prequel to Black Desert Online, it was later revealed as a standalone single-player game. Maybe I have heard of it. I'm almost certain you have, because I feel like I've told you this exact thing before. So anyway, those of you that are a fan of my Starfield videos, I am going to be releasing a Starfield video soon. I feel like I'm having deja vu, or I'm doing a Groundhog's Day situation with the Starfield stuff, because the last time I released a Starfield video, it was like, I'm working on a Starfield video, I'm making good progress on it, I'll get it out relatively soon, and then Bethesda was like, hey, we're dropping a DLC 3 weeks from now, and I had to bust ass to get my video on the base game done so that it wouldn't be like super outdated by the time it came out. Now, I'm finally about to finish a Shattered Space video, and they're like, hey, by the way, new DLC in 3 fucking weeks. Thanks, Todd. Thanks. I'm going to make this your fault instead of blaming myself for taking like a year and a half to play the DLC. But in my defense, it was really hard to launch Starfield and play it again. It was really hard to convince myself to do that. If you don't like the game, don't play it. Making videos on it is fun. Shut up. It was going to be an MMO, but the devs thought it felt more like a single player, so they switched it over. Black Desert main problem is that for actually nice classes, you need to grind your life away. That's just MMOs. Enjoy. I think the reason games like Elden Ring, Dark Souls, and other games like Fallout, Far Cry, etc. were so popular is because of the confinement. I truly believe the artistic expression needed to be restrained because of the confinement. I think Elden Ring is a bad example of what you're talking about. I would agree with you for every other one of those games, but Elden Ring is the most bloated FromSoft game ever made. The base game takes like 100 hours to get through. There's like 40 bosses in it. And to its detriment, like the game is too big. There's a point like 70% of the way through the game where it's like, this should have been where the boss battle was, or where the final boss battle was. And then it just keeps going. And you get the mountaintops of the giant, which is one of the worst areas FromSoft has ever made in a game. It's a great game. I love Elden Ring. I've done like 4 full playthroughs of it, but it could have used some restraint. There is too much in that game. There are areas of the game, the Weeping Peninsula and Mountaintops of the Giant, that you could have just cut out and thrown away. There are way too many crypts with just an ash as a reward for completing it, and other such examples like that. I love Elden Ring, but it could have used some restraint. It really could have. But I mean, ultimately, like, oftentimes when it comes to art, some manner of restriction. Oh yeah, the repeat bosses too. Yeah, tons of repeat bosses and tons of like just kind of dog shit bosses, like the Godskin duo or the what are they called? The Gargoyle Knights that just kind of suck. You lowballed a lot. The game has 165 bosses, and a lot of them are just enemies with more HP. Yeah, tons of enemies, tons of bosses that are just enemies with a boss health bar. I really like. There are, and it's what prevents Elden Ring from being my like all-time favorite FromSoft game. My favorite FromSoft game is still Dark Souls 3, and I think it would be Elden Ring if like I didn't have to suffer through the mountaintops of the giant every time I played Elden Ring, or every time I did a full playthrough anyway. Like the opening hours of Elden Ring are like some of the best hours you can have with a FromSoft game. Limgrave to Liurnia to Altus Plateau to Leyendell. It's fucking peak. It's so good. And then it kind of languishes. And even within that, like, you have Caelid, which kind of sucks. And I know some people like Caelid a lot, but I'm not complaining about Caelid because it's the rot place. The thing I'm complaining about is the lack of like interesting dungeons in Caelid or interesting fights in Caelid. Like the dungeons and enemies in Caelid just kind of aren't that interesting. And again, the Weeping Peninsula, it's like, why is it even there? There's some upgrade materials down there, but otherwise, like, it's just kind of, it's entirely optional. I do it all the time because I want souls and levels and items, and I'm a little goblin. The thing is, I think Elden Ring is actually wonderful for repeat playthroughs because you know that you don't have to go and do every single mine in the game. You just need enough to get the upgrade materials, or you don't need to go to the Weeping Peninsula unless you're like me and you're a loot goblin and you want to get every item because you know the Weeping Peninsula is going to give you nothing otherwise. Nothing particularly interesting. So I think it's wonderful for a repeat playthrough because you can be more focused and be more like, okay, I'm not going to go in this cave because there's a spell in here and I'm not doing a sorcerer run. You know, you can make a more directed run, but for a first playthrough where you're trying to like 100% it the way that I tend to with FromSoft games, that game had too much in it. It was too much. I always would rather end a game wishing I had more to play than feeling relieved that I'm done. And with Elden Ring, by the time I beat the final boss, I felt relieved that I was done. I was kind of tired of playing it. What's up, Jay-tastic? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Guys, Jay has been grinding on that video grind lately. You should check out his stuff. He's been pumping it out lately. So if you like YouTubers that actually upload, unlike me, Jay might be your guy. Hey, Mac, want to watch the Final Fantasy IX animated series when it comes out? I guess so. Why not? I vacillate between Dark Souls 3 and Bloodborne being my favorites. I think Bloodborne would probably be my favorite if I'd played it first. I genuinely feel like Dark Souls 3 is probably only my favorite because I played it first. Like, I have so much more attachment to that game and so much more love for it. I really enjoy Bloodborne, but I just like Dark Souls 3 more. They're like of equal qualities in my mind. I just like Dark Souls 3 more. Feels like a poison swamp just for the sake of a poison swamp. Yeah, I don't know. Like even like the big dungeon for Caelid, Radagon's Castle, which I'm blanking on the actual name of, it's not a great dungeon. Like Radagon, that's not right. What the fuck is his name? Sorry, there's a lot of enemies with R names in Elden Ring, or a lot of characters with R names, I should say. But Radagon is the crossdresser. What the fuck is his name? Can someone tell me? The guy with the little horse. His little horse is named Leonard. I remember his horse's name. Radahn! That's it, Radahn. Radahn is a pretty cool boss fight, but the dungeon leading up to it, it's pretty lame. It kind of sucks. It's like Stormvale Castle if it was like half as good, you know? We've also not even mentioned the travesty that is Melania. I've kind of come around on Melania where I'm like, it's an optional boss. You don't have to do it. It's there for the tryhards, of which I am one. I don't enjoy it as a fight, but I do appreciate it as like this ultra hard fight that people that want to get frame perfect dodges in can do. I wish it wasn't like that. I would enjoy it a lot more if it wasn't a fight like that. But I don't know. It's like, it's optional. It's out of the way. Whatever. I would have more of a problem with Malekith, who is not optional and makes me want to tear my head off when he does that stupid big slashy move that traps you inside of it and both caps your max health and does damage over time. Oh boy. Don't even get me started on that rant. Don't even get me started on the rant of an enemy that does damage over time and is also very aggressive, giving you very little room to actually heal while you might not have a choice in whether or not you need to heal. Frost pots are her counter though. See, I don't care. I don't care. You know, like when people complain that Elden Ring doesn't have a difficulty slider, it does. It's frost pots for Malenia. I don't play that way. I fight her with my anchor and I smack her until she's dead. I don't use exploits or the cheese or whatever. I gotta go grab my bread out of the oven. I'll be right back. I don't often use the cheese, but I can't just let my shield homies behind. I can't just let my shield homies behind. The gaggle of 5 derpy dudes is just too awesome to not use. I think it's fine. Like, it's fine if you want to use if you want to use frost pots and all. Like, again, it's essentially a difficulty slider. It's Elden Ring's version of a difficulty slider. But when I think of like when I play these games, I tend to just not to use strategies like that. But like my strategy is having a weapon and hitting the boss with it. And if that's how you approach fighting Malenia, it's a very hard fight. If you use the correct ashes and the correct items and summon Let Me Solo Her, it's a very easy fight, sure. I'm sure it is. That's just not how I enjoy playing. I don't know why, but in my 4 playthroughs of Elden Ring, I never once struggled with Malekith. I beat him first try with every different build. I think like the unique thing about Elden Ring boss, or not Elden Ring, FromSoft bosses is that everybody has their like one that they're really good at and their one that they're really bad at, you know? Like there's always that one boss that like everybody else struggles with that you don't. And that one boss that you really fucking struggle with and hate. Malekith is that for me. Like, Malekith, I always really struggle with and really hate that fight. But then, like, the Guardian Ape from Sekiro is my boss that people always talk about how hard the Guardian Ape is, and I beat it in like 20 minutes, you know? What's up, Kieran? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for liking it on the way in. Bread pics going on the bread channel on the Discord. If you're on there. I developed my own fun route of Elden Ring that got me maxed out Teach and powerful weapons at plus 10 early and quickly. My first playthrough was 60 hours, subsequent was 20 or so. Wow. Have you ever played the Telltale game Wolf Among Us? It got me to start the Fables comics, which have since taken over life. Really interesting. I have not, but after playing Dispatch earlier this year, I added Wolf Among Us to my wish list, and I do want to play it eventually. Malekith was fun though. He looked cool. I really struggled with him. Like the main thing I struggled with was that like one attack he does where he like creates like an orb of slashes that just all do max health damage and damage over time. And again, like the big thing I'll complain about with Malekith is that he's a super aggressive boss. You need to be really smart about when you're healing if you're going to heal, but he also does damage over time. And with damage over time, you kind of lose the freedom of choice of when to heal. Like there gets to a point where you're like, I'm going to die if I don't heal right now, and he might be in the middle of an attack, and I think that's kind of bullshit. So I get really pissed off at the concept of like super aggressive boss with damage over time. You know, if you're gonna have a super aggressive boss where you can only heal during select windows, it sucks to have a mechanic where you kind of force a player to heal outside of that rhythm. My favorite Elden Ring strategy is spinning while knelt. Man, that could be taken all kinds of ways. Just playing Neo 3, really enjoying it. I want to try Neo 3 at some point. After playing Neo the demo, I returned to Neo 2 and finally felt like I kind of got it a little bit. But I haven't really had time to dedicate to playing it, so... Guys, please pray. I'm still I'll tomorrow. Don't want to go to school. I'm sorry you have to go to school, brother. I don't know what you're trying to say, but I'm sorry about that. I pray for you. Ooh, excuse me. I did not enjoy Dispatch. Dispatch was my great favorite game from last year. Really funny to see those two messages right after each other. I know some people didn't buy with it, Dispatch. I liked it a lot. Pray I'm still ill tomorrow. I don't want to go to school. I understand. Okay, we're hoping you stay sick so you don't have to go to school tomorrow. Okay. All right. Okay, I see you. All right. I'm wishing a plague upon ye. By the way, Mac, have you decided on your next book series? I feel like I ask every stream now. I have. Well, okay. All right. I haven't. I started to and then I stopped. There were so many like options, right? It was like Wheel of Time, Brandon Sanderson's Extended Universe, Mistborn series, whatever, Red Rising. There was a lot of options I could have gone with, and I kind of just wasn't really vibing with any of them. So what I started to read, and I have to look it up right now because I actually forget the name. Let me just find the name of it real quick. I started to read Andrzej Sapkowski's other book series, the Hughesite trilogy, his non-Witcher books. And I read like the first 2 chapters and I liked them, but I kind of like felt like I didn't have time for it because I was like trying to read Witch Hat Atelier for a video that I'm gonna make about it, and I was trying to write a script about Starfield, and I didn't have the time to dedicate to actually reading the way I wanted to, so I kind of dropped it. And I want to return to it when I have more time, but I just kind of feel like I don't have room in my life for a book right now. I need to get a couple things done. But anyway, I started to read that. It's a little impenetrable in the first couple chapters because it throws like a shit ton of like character names at you, and it's based on like historical events. Not really. It's based on historical time period, not historical events. And I think it probably is more easy to get into if you already know who these figures are, but I don't. And they all have wacky bohemian names. So I can't keep track of all of them. But after you get past like that initial like info dump, like the story, it's pretty interesting. Do you know the documentary series Manben that Naoki Urasawa did? He essentially just had camera crews come in while he and other manga worked and documented the process and a bunch of other stuff. I did not know about that documentary series, but it sounds really cool. That sounds very interesting. Sanderson seems like a cool guy, and I like how he treats his readers, but his works are just not for me. I haven't read him. I haven't read any of them. Brandon Sanderson is either an author you love or an author you dislike. If you don't vibe with his style, it's hard to get into the story. Yeah, that documentary does sound interesting. I'm always interested because, like, it feels like the manga industry is so impenetrable in terms of, like, we understand it. But mangakas are so private that it's like hard to understand like the real nitty-gritty details of what it's like. It's Hans Capon in the Husite trilogy. He was mentioned, actually. Yes, he was. If I remember correctly, the Husite trilogy is taking place after the time period of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, so it's after Hans Capon like came into power. But he was mentioned. Yeah, he was. I don't think he's a character though. I think he's just a like part of the lore, part of the history. I don't know if he'll actually show up in the books. So tempted to start a new book again. The children of Dune calls to thee. I've heard Sanderson described as the Marvel of fantasy books affectionately. I mean, he's got what, like 20 some odd books, and they're all part of like the same universe. So I think that's probably where that's coming from, is like the volume of stories that are within the same kind of universe. Hans and Zizika were very involved in the Hussite Wars. I think I've met that character, so I don't know how to pronounce that, but Children of Dune and the other 3 books I said would be my next read. Well, we're like half an hour into the stream and I haven't started playing Fable yet, so I think we should probably get that booted up. It's been a good bit since I last played Fable, because I had some streams where I had some weeks where I was busy, then there was Steam Next Fest, and then I just didn't stream last week because I was a sleepy boy. So I kind of don't remember what we were doing, but we'll figure it out. Stephen King technically has all his books in the same universe, and he has over 50. Oh God, I forgot. The fucking title screen alone is a very different resolution that's going to take over my screen for a second. Hang on. I can't see chat until I get into the game. Or what's the word I'm looking for here? Or show the game. So y'all are just going to have to wait. Nope, that I don't think is the right save to load. Ah, I can see chat again. I like your mug, Mac. Thank you. It's a reference to the movie Christmas Vacation that a friend got me because we both like that movie. And I like this mug because it's like extra tall. Why is the carpet all wet, Todd? I don't know, Margot. And it's like an extra tall mug. It's got like an extra ½ inch on a normal mug height. And I like having big mugs because I'm a big drinker. Why did I switch back to the camera? All right, to show the mug. That's right. And now I'm going to... It's a pain in the ass to tab out of this cam, so... How do you feel about that new Auto song that we got to hear 5 months early? How has it been that long already? I don't remember it. I haven't listened to it since it released, and I didn't really like it at the concert, so I don't really remember it, but... Are you happy with the neon Captain Mack sign behind you? I feel like I get that as a present for my brother or for myself. I like it a lot. Yeah, it's very cool. It's a very nice decoration and a very nice gift from the community that was given to me. That's like your favorite line too, at least one you've quoted before? Yeah, well, it's really funny. It's like a really funny line. I don't know, Margot. What was the Sapkowski book you were reading again? It's the first book in the Hughesite trilogy. I can't remember the name of the book itself, but... Okay. What the fuck was I doing in this game? Does anybody remember? I think I had to take the next quest from the board. Oh, I think I was thinking about doing some side quests because I was like really under leveled for the last quest I went on, and it was like painful to get through. Hero status, quests, current quests. Find the archaeologist missing in the Witchwood. How the fuck do I even get to the Witchwood, bro? It's across the sea. Who am I finding this archaeologist for? Isn't it for... What's his face? Scary magic man? It didn't strike me much live, but I really, really like it having heard it since. I'll have to give it a listen again. The camera keeps like bumping into the ceiling. I wish. Oh, oh, he's not here. He's not up here today. Is that an armor stand or a guy? It's an armor stand. I have to remember how to play the game because it's got fucky controls. Okay, I understand. I think I remember everything now. I haven't played Fable since 2010 with my friend lol. I was in middle school. This is my first time playing Fable. I like it for the most part. What I really dislike is the camera. I dislike how it wobbles when I turn it. I really hate that. I dislike that it resets itself vertically. I want to look at what I want to look at without the game constantly resetting me. I'm such like a fucking stickler for cameras in games. I really dislike just in general cameras resetting positions. Like I wish there was an option to turn that off in every game. Because I treat the camera like my eyes. I'm like constantly looking at shit when I play games, and it really bugs me when the camera is like pulling itself into a different direction, and I'm like, stop resetting. I'll reset you if I want it reset. Don't forget a pin if you need one. That's a good point. That's a good point. No spoilers. Thank you. Let's pin that. All right. So I have to find the archaeologist, I believe for the magic man whose name I'm forgetting, who looks like a bad guy but is generally pretty chill. Man, I wonder if it's going to be revealed that he's the bad guy later. And there's also some side quests I could do to get me some extra XP since I was kind of getting my ass kicked in the last quest I did. The default camera wobble in Resident Evil Requiem actually made me motion sick for the first time in a video game ever. Yikes. That's unfortunate. Your grandson is missing. Clear Orchard Farm of Hobbs. Kill all the guards and traders in Barrow Fields. That's the place where I have a bounty because I stole something, isn't it? I guess if I clear it out, I won't have a bounty anymore. Rescue all 3 of the traders held captive in the bandit camp. I am not going back to the bandit camp. I think I'm going to go kill everybody in Barrow Fields. I like that. What boasts do we have available? Is the nudity one there? I like the nudity boast. I can do it naked. Take no damage. Don't use weapons or any aggressive magic. Keep bandit alive. Ensure that the bandit doesn't die. Who's the bandit? Complete the quest in under 4 minutes. I'm gonna go no protection. I'm gonna raw dog it. As God intended.
Oh, hello there, hero.
Oh, hello there, hero. I know I have a teleporter that's very close to that place. Fairly close to that place. Evil, let's go. I mean, I'm mostly doing this just because I have a bounty there. Like, if they didn't get mad at me for taking that mushroom, then they wouldn't all need to die. Barrow Fields. Teleport.
You're here. About time too.
Oh, this is a bandit mission.
I'm afraid some of the lads couldn't wait and got stuck in early. So let's hurry up and join them while there's still some traders left. Oh, and don't be taking no prisoners, because we've got enough of them already.
Kill everybody. Got it. I'm gonna have a pretty bad reputation by the end of this, aren't I? Well, this is what you assholes get for giving me a bounty. How do I dodge again? Where's the there's the dodge button. I figured it out. Ow. How do I lock on again? I don't remember that. Fuck, I already forgot. Okay. There's that. How do I lock on again? Fuck, this is such a complicated game to me. Okay, figured it out. Should I send him to heaven? No, I want a bigger group to send to heaven. Hey boys. Bye. I love, by the way, the title of the stream is sending bad guys to heaven, but who am I sending to heaven first? Fuck, I am gonna die.
Health is low. Do you have any potions?
I don't remember. Old man, I do have potions. Oh, I didn't mean to hit you. I'm sorry. What? Who's... Oh, they just fucking assholes. Ow! Oh my god, they hit so hard. I know the guys in red probably are not going to die. Oh, come on. I gotta play more carefully, I think. What's the button to collect the orbs again? Oh my god, they hit so hard! I'm not gonna make it through this. Oh, does it ever end? Oh, they just keep summoning more guys, and they're all shooting at me and hitting me. They're not being very nice about being killed.
Your health is critical.
I'm using so many potions in this quest. Ugh. Okay, I got a good few of them with that one. Heaven, that looks like hell. No. That's heaven. Of course that's heaven. Why would I say it was heaven if it wasn't heaven? Okay, I'm dead. I forgot I had resurrection potions or whatever they're called. How do I use my other spell? There it is. Did we do it? Are they all dead? No, they aren't. Oh my god, when does it end? Oh, I still have to kill 9 more. Jesus. Oh, come on. I'm just trying to send him to heaven. Holy shit, what did you do? I sent him to heaven. Lore-wise, the fact that the Heroes Guild will accept quests from bandits is just ridiculous, but I love it. For fuck's sake, I'm so bad. I think I just used up my last health potion. I've used up like 2 resurrection potions and all of my health potions on this quest. I suck. Is it only the innocent civilians left? Don't worry, I'm gonna send you to heaven. It's chill. Heaven is beautiful. We love heaven. Bandits need heroes too. I'll be the hero to the bad guys. Be gone, you little bitch.
Look what we got here, lads. Found this one trying to sneak off into Oakvale.
Why don't you do the honors, hero? Please don't kill me. I ain't done nothing. I have a family. I have a shop. Oh.
Kill the traitor? I mean, it wouldn't be right to leave this one guy alive. Why would I leave this one guy alive? I just killed 25 people. Kill him.
Rip him up good, hero.
Nice shot of my cheeks before I murder this innocent man. Would be very hypocritical. Exactly. Yeah, we're not gonna just. It's not gonna be one of those situations where like the hero kills a dozen bad guys on the way to the main bad guy, and then he's like, "I won't kill you. That would make me as bad as you." No, I kill people. I do it because it's fun. The bandit missions is actually addressed in Fable 2. maybe I'll get to see that then. Well, hey, who are you? How did you survive everything that happened just now?
I was going to make a nice pile of gold out of that mushroom. Now we'll never be able to afford that trip to Madame Minch's.
Oh, this is the guy who I stole a mushroom from. Well, might as well kill him. What guards? Everybody's dead. Killing villagers is a very serious crime with a heavy penalty associated. Watch out for the guards. There's no guards. They're all dead. There's no one. There's no one to stop me from doing what I just did. I think there's someone over this way. Or something. It's quite dark in it. I can't see. Oh, it's one of these doors. Maybe it'll let me pass because I killed everybody.
No, not again.
I can't remember what this one wanted.
Another bony adventurer seeking to plunder my riches. I'm not interested in your meager fray. I want beefy, blubbery, plump, porcine.
God. Me too, brother.
Stop being a slave to public perception and treat yourself. Pies, meat, beer, anything, but lots of it.
How much do I gotta eat for this door to want me?
Eat yourself large, and you will be welcome here.
Interesting. He likes them thick. He likes them juicy. So I'm pretty sure I used up all of my potions just now. I was doing really badly. Oh no, I still have 6. I still have 6. Okay, that's great. You are a hero, but not necessarily a hero. I think the good people will really appreciate what I just did. It's good forever. I can't think of a single person who isn't benefiting from what I just did. With my new $5,000, can I upgrade my new house, my old house, really, my old house that I bought? Is it not going to put my clothes back on? Or do I need to like go turn in the quest before I get my clothes back on? Or do I just need to put it back on myself? I guess I got to put it back on myself. What was I even wearing? I don't remember. I was wearing mostly the villager outfit, but like with one extra thing. With one different thing. I was wearing not the trousers. I was wearing the spiky boots there. I think that was all. I'm still got pretty plebeian outfit on.
Stay within the law.
Fuck bro, even bad guys go to heaven? Damn straight. At least when I do it. Is anybody renting this house right now? It doesn't seem like it. Is this even up for rent? Why is the door open? Sell your marital home. No. Rent this marital home out. Yes. Oh, I wasn't renting it. Fuck. I was supposed to be renting it. 2,500. I got 5,000 for that last job, right? Oh, I got 8,000. Yeah, let's give her an upgrade. It's my house. I'm allowed to destroy the door. What is this? Mount a trophy. Oh, I see. This is my childhood house? There's no rooms. It's just one big place. What you got in the works, video essay-wise, if you are happy to share? Well, very shortly, I'm not going to give any exact dates, but very shortly I should be getting a video out about Starfield's Shattered Space DLC. Hopefully right before they drop the new DLC. It would be kind of awkward to drop it after the new DLC comes out, but it's in 3 weeks, so I'm kind of on a tight timeline. And then I'm also working on a video about Witch Hat Atelier. No, I did not want to go here, actually. But yes, I did. Wait, I need to go to the teleporter, I'm an idiot. You can put some trophies and charge more rent. Interesting. I put up my trophies. I'm like, hey, look at this shit. You better give me more money. Very shortly, now they're going to delay the DLC to give them more time. I wish. I talked at the top of the stream. This is really a repeat of when I put out my last Starfield video. Because when I put out my last Starfield video, I like had a plan and was like making good progress on it. And then Bethesda was like, hey, new DLC coming out. We're getting with like a very sudden like month-long timeline. And I had to scurry to get the video out before the DLC came out. Or else it would just be kind of awkward. And now I'm in the same situation. I have to scurry to get this Shattered Space DLC video out before the Terran Armada DLC comes out. Because it's going to be a little awkward releasing a Shattered Space DLC video after the Terran Armada DLC comes out. It's already going to be really awkward timing. I'm already kind of pissed about it, but it would be extra awkward if I didn't get it out before then. Still baffles me that Obsidian created a better Starfield twice. So true. I like Outer Worlds 2. I think it's a great game. Outer Worlds 1... wasn't so into that, but I liked it more than Starfield, I can tell you that. Looking forward to both whenever they drop. I hope they'll be very enjoyable. I'm pretty excited about the Shattered Space video. I think it's pretty funny. It's a pretty good video. Bro doesn't know how to say French words after playing E33. Well, I'm not going to say Atelier. That's wrong. It's Atelier. God forbid a bitch not know how to pronounce a French R, Green. It's hard. I would have said Atelier before I played E33, so.
Respect is obvious.
What quests do I got on the board right now? I got a couple. Sick Child. I don't have enough of those mushrooms yet. Book collection. Do I have... okay, I gain renown for doing that. I have lots of books, but it's kind of tiresome to like listen to him talk about all of them. You only pronounce the hard R if it's followed by a vowel. Atelier is correct. I don't believe you. I've heard how they pronounce Lumiere in E33. Or is it... wait, that does have a vowel after it. Whatever, I don't fucking care. French is a garbage language. Beardy Baldy. I don't want to do that one. I can't do that one manually, at least. Achieve deeper evil by making offerings at the Chapel of Scorn. Chat, do I achieve deeper evil? Should I achieve deeper evil? Should I just go full demon mode? How do I get there? God, I wish I could set this as like... I would need to go very far south. I do like the goobers in that chapel. I'm going to check out the chapel. I'm going to see what's going on there. which had mentioned, I don't know when, but I felt it being mentioned. Yeah, it was mentioned. We're talking about videos I'm working on. And Green was giving me shit for pronunciation like one of those commenters. One of those commenters. I think the Greatwood Cullis Gate might be the closest. No, probably the Barrowfields teleporter is the closest one. You're offline. Check your connection. No, I'm... The stream got a little funny for a second. Sorry, guys. It should be fine now. So from here, I have to go... I wish I could set like a waypoint or something. Pretty far east and then north. Is my stream crashing? My stream is crashing. Cool. I think Xfinity might be destroying my stream. I've had a lot of problems with internet lately. Well, we should be back. Oh, are we back? God fucking it was like shot back to like normal bitrate for a second and then shot back down to 0. I don't know if I even got any words out before it crashed again here. I don't know if I can be heard right now. I seem to be having some kilobytes, so if you can hear me right now, I think I'm gonna have to cancel the stream because it's just it's not stabilizing. It just keeps like coming back a little bit and then crashing again.